What's going on? This is City Wrestling Radio, and this is our retro, usually it's retro Sunday Night Heat. Each week you can follow me and Jose flying our time machine starting through 1998 onwards, watching every episode of Sunday Night Heat. But along the way, we need to stop and watch the retro pay-per-views because they happened on Sunday too, and I feel like I'd be doing a disservice if I was just like, that's the pre-show.
Yeah, talk about the lead-in and not cover the pay-per-view.
Although I will say this, tonight's pay-per-view, I would have rather done a full review of the pre-show than I would of the actual main card, WWF Breakdown 1998. Cause
you know what sucked about the 90s?
A lot of things.
With the
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, and well, I'm talking. There's so many things wrong in WWE. One of the things that's wrong in WWF is the in-your-house titles.
Yeah,
because when it's titled, there's not such of a thing as in your house SummerSlam, in your house WrestleMania. Big Four don't get that treatment.
No,
but Breakdown in your house.
Well, I'm starting to think that every pay-per-view that's not a Big Four now is an in your house.
Yeah,
this. We just had in modern times in 2020. We're in 1998. Sorry. In 2020 there was Clash of Champions that just happened, and that's probably theoretically that's probably Clash of Champions in your house. It's probably Payback in your house. So I mean, it's just a theory. I know it's a conspiracy theory in the WWE community that I'm inventing right now, but we'll see how it goes.
And then you know what? The same effort's being put in to these pay-per-views. Because Clash of Champions used to be, a finality type of pay-per-view. Champion versus champion, storyline versus storyline. We're ending everything here.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
Well, that's back when it was it WCW that used to have it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but nonetheless, WWF Breakdown 1998. We're going to talk about it. We're going to review both Sunday Night Heat leading into it. Just kind of tell you what happened. And break down the full show of Breakdown. And I'm your host, Corey Smith. He's Jose Oseguera, my main roster mate. I think that needs to be a t-shirt by now. We need to get that designed.
Let's do it.
But yeah, we're here to talk about this pay-per-view. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at CWR415, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because it's really the best way to stay up to date with City Wrestling Radio. We post a lot of cool stuff on Instagram, Twitter. I talk a lot of crap on Twitter, not like crap like in a bad way, but like crap in a good way. Like this would be a fun fantasy match. It's crap. It'll never, it'll never come to fruition, but it's fun. It's entertaining. Come check us out. Instagram, Twitter, and even Facebook, because, that counts towards something. Also audio form, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Castbox, and what are the other ones? All the other ones. All of them.
Podbox.
Podbox, yeah.
Yeah. Cast, Switch.
Castbox.
All of them.
Yeah, Buttcast. Check us out on Buttcast. Patent or registered trademark of City Wrestling Radio. It's going to be Buttcast. That'll be our whole, when we get like a bunch of podcasts all together, like our radio network, our podcast network, it'll be called Buttcast.
Nice. 1D, not 2. What are you doing?
But nonetheless, we got to get through this. Breakdown 1998.
Okay. We're doing Heat, yeah?
Yeah, we're doing Heat. We're going to go through it real quick.
Okay.
But I'll just give you my quick thoughts, like I said, of this show. It sucked. It was bad, and I hated it, and I wish I would have never watched it, ever. No, I can't say that 100%. There was some good highlights of the show, some good matches. Just some matches went on for way too long, and then some matches were just completely unnecessary.
Yeah, and you had to cram a lot for 3 hours, and they were really struggling to cram in as much as they could. They could have, in all actuality, extended a few of these matches, like the cage match could have been extended a little bit more. The main event.
What? That was 22 minutes long.
Yeah, they could have gone 30.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Okay.
The main event, there's no way Taker and Stone Cold go that long either.
God. I feel like Vince just decided, we're going to do triple threat matches in the WWF. You know what I mean? Because that's literally what happened the entire night, even in Sunday Night Heat. There was a triple threat match, a triple threat 2-on-1, whatever the fuck you wanted to call it. And also, damn that person with the blowhorn because the crowd was.
Oh my God, he caused one serious botch, dude, and another pinfall botch that was ridiculous.
It was bad.
We'll get there.
It was bad. It was bad.
Back then I overlooked that and thought, ha ha ha, what a cool idea. I would have brought that in.
Oh,
but now watching, that's so dangerous.
Yeah, I always, to me, whenever I heard those, like even now, sometimes I'll go to like a lucha, or not now, but pre-pandemic era, I would go to a lucha show and they would have the horns, and I'm just like, yo, really? Like, kid, I know you're having fun, but calm down with the horns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I hate horns.
But at least those are expected and kind of, just random, and it sounds kind of like a soccer match. The dude that had the air horn today, 21 years ago, that was a real dick move, dog.
Let's kick it off with Sunday Night Heat. The Sunday Night Heat. We're on Shane Watch. Day number 9. Vince McMahon comes to the ring with the Stooges, Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe.
Is there a reason why Shane and Cornette are sans announce table?
Were they not at the announce? What do you mean?
There was no announce table.
Were they backstage?
They announcing. Weird. No, they were front row center.
They were in the front. They were in the crowd.
Yeah, in their usual place.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
But there was just no table.
Maybe they were just running late. I don't know.
Maybe it is a pre-show. Yeah.
Vince says he's technically not responsible for Taker and Kane interfering in the Raw triple threat match that involved Mankind, The Rock, and Ken Shamrock on Monday Night Raw the couple nights before. But he did say because of that, he didn't live up to his word. So the same 3 men will compete in a triple threat steel cage match later tonight on Breakdown. Vince then focuses his attention to the WWF Championship. He says, tonight, any heroic WWF superstar that decides to interfere, I'll stop the match and strip Austin of the title.
Ooh, damn. That's mean.
I was like, damn. And it's funny because they were hyping up this announcement from Vince all night, the first couple minutes. And Cornette's like, that's the announcement. That's the announcement. That's the announcement. Mm-hmm. I know, Cornette. I know. That's the announcement. I get it. He also guarantees Austin will not leave tonight as the WWF champion. Does not guarantee who will be the champion.
True.
We have Golga versus Mosh in a match that it wasn't good. Shane mentions Golga being 400 pounds like multiple times. And Golga, okay, this guy could weigh in his high 200s, maybe 300, maybe. Mm-hmm. But this guy's nowhere near 400 pounds.
No.
Man,
350 at tops.
I mean, maybe
because he does look slimmer. He does look slimmer than he was Earthquake, right?
Yes.
He looks much slimmer than Earthquake looked, and Earthquake was 400 legit.
Let's see. Running sit down powerbomb to Mosh, pin, win, Golga. I give this match a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, especially since Thrasher thinks it's a 1-on-1 and forgets it's 5-on-2.
Yeah. After the match, the Headbangers and Oddities brawl. Oh, this is like the Headbangers heel turn that I guess happened on Monday Night Raw. Kurgan and Silva give power bombs to both the Headbangers, though. Silva's power bomb looked so bad. I think he slammed Thrasher, and this could be due to Thrasher not selling the power bomb well, but he almost Thrasher almost landed on his head here. Michael Cole in the DX locker room. Apparently, someone attacked Triple H with a steel pipe of some sorts. DX kicks out Michael Cole. Michael Cole, he's such a nerd. Like, he's such a geek in these retro shows, with his WWF T-shirt, his
embroidered shirt,
his perfectly dyed black hair. You know what I mean? Very 90s. Then we have Mark Henry coming down to the ring. Henry says it looks like Triple H won't be able to compete tonight after what he did. Henry says he came out here to impress the fans, his mama in Silsbee, Texas, and his girlfriend, China. Henry then says he's leaving, but out comes Vince McMahon. Vince wants Henry's help tonight. He proposes a match for Henry tonight against Stone Cold Steve Austin in a non-title match, basically saying tonight, It's a non-title match, but if you win, this will send your career into the stratosphere.
And he kept reiterating, non-title.
Yeah.
Non-title.
And then Henry agrees. He goes, I will brush his body into that steel cage anytime, anywhere. Let's do it. Strong words from a strong man.
Strongman.
Then we go to Kaientai, the team of Funaki and Teijo, versus the debuting on Sunday Night Heat, the Hardy Boys.
Oh, I thought the Flannel Boys.
Oh, no. I thought they were the made our tights at home boys.
Definitely.
Those tights,
And
man.
They cut out Hardy themselves.
And it looks like somebody was like, wait, okay, hold on, turn. And like the right way would be to sketch it out first, you know what I mean? Cut around the.
No. This is freestyle.
No. Kai and Tai are now all in their blue trunks to match Takumi Shinoku. I guess this happened tonight because they showed a clip of Monday Night Raw where they were still in their punk rock gimmick. In this match, Jeff Hardy is 20 years old. Matt Hardy, 24 years old. Jeff and Funaki start the match. Kai and Tai isolating Jeff. Running elbow combo to Jeff Hardy. Double dropkick to Kai and Tai. Attack to Matt. Jeff does a dive to the outside and fucking splats on the ground. Even to the point where Matt ran out of the ring to go check on him. Teijo hits Funaki by mistake with the flag. Matt Hardy slams Funaki, tags Jeff. Leg drop body splash combo. This is before Jeff started doing the senton. He just did the body splash. Pin win. Jeff got the pin over Funaki. I thought this was a pretty good match. Decent match. It was a 6 out of 10. Hardy's looked really good. Kai and Tai's good. You know what I mean?
Match of the night.
Jeff almost killing himself, I guess, since day one. So, yeah. Earlier today, Stone Cold Steve Austin was given the key to the city of Hamilton, Canada.
Right.
Yeah, and named a street.
And the day, too.
And
Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
This is Stone Cold Steve Austin Day in Canada, you dumb son of bitches, you damn Canadians. I'm going to come in here. You know what's funny? Like, I never heard about that stuff when I was a kid. Like, I wish, like, the kid me would be so happy, actually really happy. Be like, oh, you get to go to all those shows? You went, what? You met them? I'm like, don't worry, you'll be there, dude. Don't worry. But man, like I don't like. How did you find out? Like, how did people find out about this stuff back in the day?
Yeah, they probably announced it like the week before. Something. There had to be
on the
something
news or something.
Yeah.
And
fans, don't forget WWF is coming to the town, and we're going to be celebrating Stone Cold Steve Austin Day, where he'll be getting the key to the city.
Calm down, Stone Cold.
Should be a good time, right, Joe? Oh yes, Jim.
You dumb son of a bitch. Let's move on. Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Cole then backstage breaking into Stone Cold Steve Austin's locker room, and he's not in there, but he broke in there and started looking. I mean, like, that was his locker room. He just walked right in. That's breaking and entering. And then we have Billy Gunn versus Skull.
Oh, and he left the title there, just laying on the table.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a 24/7 title. I mean,
Sure, no, but come on. Wouldn't you like to, get over on the title?
I mean, that's true. I mean, what if just Vince could have just said, screw it. Take it. Give it to me. I mean, Vince probably had the regular one because it was that smoking skull one, right, at the time. So I wonder if, I'm sure Austin kept that one, right?
I think they each keep a copy of their own title.
Yeah. Billy Gunn versus Skull and 8 Ball. This is actually a triple threat match, not a 2-on-1, but it is basically a 2-on-1 because Billy Gunn helped Stone Cold on Monday night. So, yeah. Which is weird because I don't remember DX helping Stone Cold out that often.
No.
Let's see. I believe it was 8 Ball that got the pin on Billy Gunn.
According to my notes, it says blah.
Okay. The blah. DOA and Ellering beat down on Gunn. Road Dogg and X-Pac come out to help. Then come out Jeff Jarrett and Southern Justice. They all brawl. Yeah.
Battle Royal ensues with no rules.
Yeah. Then we move on to Mark Henry versus Stone Cold Steve Austin steel cage match. Well, at least we think we're going to have Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Mark Henry. Because Taker and Kane and Vince come out. Vince is in the ring. He checks the cage. He's like checking the cage like very slowly.
Which he never does.
Yeah. Vince is in the ring. Like I said, Henry's music plays, but Henry is nowhere to be found. Chyna is backstage beating down on Henry. And
cool.
It's cool. Like, I'm like, yeah, Chyna kick his ass. But like, why are they like restraining her while like they just let him like walk away and like say like talk shit? You know what I mean? Like there should have been something like, hey Henry, back up.
Get your ass out of here, yeah.
Let's see. Vincent sends It's funny because China's restrained. Then he's like, Taker, Kane, go back there and help Henry. I thought he was fine. I thought, does China need to be restrained by Taker and Kane now? Then we have the most pissed off WWF television maintenance crew member in all of existence. No, Stone Cold. He's in a disguise. He gets Vince in the cage. He proceeds to stomp a mud hole into Vince McMahon. And yeah,
I thought it was Gordon Ramsay, but okay.
I mean, I thought it was pretty funny because Austin had these giant glasses on and this fake beard, like and at a certain point, like he just had the glasses and the beard, and like the wig fell off, and he kind of looked like Luke Gallows a little bit,
yeah. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and that wig was just way horrible.
Oh, it was just like some
like spiky.
It was barely.
Like
it was like barely fitting him.
Yeah, it looked like Fry from Futurama.
Yeah. Then we have a 4-minute, like literally a 4-minute video package to hype up Breakdown. By the way, Breakdown is the grandfather of Roadblock, right? They're the same. It's the same show. Breakdown. Yeah. It's the same like graphics and everything. It's like a sign. Anyways,
caution tape.
Yeah. Vince and the Stooges guarantee tomorrow on Raw that he'll be standing in the middle of the ring holding the WWF Championship, and he guarantees Austin will not leave champion tonight,
which we've heard already.
But you know what it means when Vince McMahon makes a guarantee, it usually comes to fruition. Okay, let's kick off the main show. Breakdown 1998 WWF Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Attendance.
Oh, that air horn ain't around yet.
You get out of here, that air horn. 17,405 attendance in the I'm just going to call it the Hamilton Ballroom. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, okay. The Hamilton Center.
Yeah. We kick it off with Edge versus Owen Hart. Owen working a wrist lock on Edge. Edge lands on his feet after being tossed by Owen. Gives Hart a drop kick. Butterfly Hurricane Run at Owen. And we have a baseball slide to Owen as well. Edge then goes for a dive to the outside. Owen catches him and gives Edge a power slam. Edge powers back with a gut wrench slam. Owen fighting with a ton of near counts. Face slam to Owen. Flapjack to Hart. Owen evades Edge coming off the top rope. Celebrates, but Edge landed on his feet. Lands a DDT to Owen. We have a belly to back. The King starts talking about his feud with Jim Carrey. Because if you're familiar, Jim Carrey is... he had this feud in the 1970s or 80s, 70s, right? With Andy Kaufman. I believe it's
maybe early 80s.
Andy Kaufman, right?
Yeah, Andy Kaufman.
And where Andy Kaufman, he would wrestle women, because he was kind of making a joke about wrestling. Oh, wrestling's such a joke, He knew it was fake. Everyone knew it was fake, but he was
the first intergender champion.
Well, he said he was the world's women champion. You know what I mean?
Intergender champion. Yeah.
And so then they had the movie Man on the Moon to recount those events, a kind of a biography pick. Starring
really good movie. I recommend. Highly recommend.
And so there were rumors. Actually, retrospect now, this all makes more sense. Because there was a documentary, and I can't remember what it's called, about Jim Carrey during the filming of Man on the Moon.
I've heard of that. I haven't seen it.
To the point where he literally says, and this was supposed to come out years ago, but they held the footage back because of the movie, or the company didn't want it out because they didn't want this $1 million blockbuster guy to seem like such an asshole. Because he said he was possessed by Andy Kaufman during that movie. And apparently he messed with Jerry the King a whole bunch. Jerry was so pissed on the set. There's even footage of him going off on. He's like, "I'm not playing around. You're not Andy Kaufman." Back, and this is not even them filming. And then on this show, you hear the King literally "Gee, he literally was like, that Jim Carrey is he's something else. He's got some screws loose, So I'm like, oh shit, that legit happened.
Yeah, no, method acting.
Yeah,
that's the way some people get down.
What's
it call it?
What's
Abraham Lincoln is like that too. With the guy that played.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a strange, long-haired, blonde man appears by ringside, and Edge is perplexed. He goes, "What's going on?
Who are you?"
Backstabber roll up to Edge. Owen Hart gets the pin win. Give this match a 6 out of 10. Despite the messy, or not messy ending, the distraction finish, it was a good match. It's actually a good way to open a show, I think.
Yeah, Owen seemed a little bit like not into it, but what are you gonna do?
And then the mysterious man vanishes. Who is this man? Where will he go? Only time will tell.
He looks a lot like Christian, though.
Oh, yeah, it's Christian. I don't know if you know.
Oh, it was it. And then Dox, Hendricks, and Sable make an appearance.
The sultry Sable. They're making up hyping up the hotline.
Oh, and Dox should be called glaring the cubes.
So, question.
Yes.
How much was Brock Lesnar's family's phone bill after this episode of Breakdown?
Oh, my God.
Because literally, because Sable's on there and they're married. So, yeah. You know what?
Dude had a very horrible staring problem.
Who? Dox
Hendricks.
What's his name again? His actual name?
Is that Michael Hayes?
Yeah, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Bad Street in the U.S. of A.
That's a good song. That's a good song. Hey, you know what? It is hot. I'm going to say this. If I look like I'm sweating, by the way, it is hot here in San Francisco tonight. So.
Yes, it is.
Too Much versus Al Snow and Scorpio. This match went 8 minutes and 3 seconds. I didn't take the time for the first match. Sorry. 9 minutes and 16 seconds for Owen Hart and Edge. 8 minutes 3 seconds for Scorpio and Too Much versus Al Snow. So Scott Taylor and Scorpio. This match sucked. I hated this match.
Yeah,
it was confusing.
And there was a bad botch with Scorpio leaping off the chair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah, where he slipped and fell.
Yeah.
Scott Taylor and Scorpio start the match, beginning with wrist locks to a spinning kick to Taylor, fall away pump handle to Scott Taylor. Brian Christopher starts laughing like a hyena. And JR then asks King, "Is that what he laughed like when he was a baby?" And it's weird because I remember this when I was a kid. Like they played it up like he was his kid, but they never fully mentioned it. Like
it was never part of the storylines. Like he never came out like, "Daddy,
yeah,
help me."
It seemed like to me it was something that they were like Rib and Jerry the entire time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Arm lock headbutts to Christopher by Al Snow. Al Snow then gets a chair in the ring. Scorpio sets it up and then pulls the ref to the side. Snow. This one Snow does the whisper in the wind to Christopher.
Oh, yeah.
And that was fine. Both members of Too Much are in the corner. That's when Scorpio goes for the whisper in the wind, slips on the chair, and barely makes contact with Scott Taylor's foot. Brian Christopher evades a chair shot by Snow, and I love how the ref just sees them. Like he looks over right when it happens. Like, oh, did they hit him? No. Okay, we're good. Let's keep us going. I got dinner plans. I'm not filling out paperwork for the DQ finish. Okay. You know what? There should be paperwork filled out for referees for DQ finishes. Like, well, this is the reason why I disqualify. And that's probably why in New Japan, they probably do have paperwork. You know what I mean? That's why the refs are like, just let it fucking go, man. It's fine.
I didn't see
it's fine. I'll start counting the 20 in 5 minutes, Body splash to Scott Taylor by Scorpio. I think this is the match that wore me down. Because then suplex of Scorpio on the floor. By Byron Christopher. This match completely falls apart at a certain point. I don't know.
And didn't Scotty do that really bad fake head what do you call it?
Bulldog? I don't know.
It was punches to the head.
Okay.
He had him in a headlock. Headlock punches. They were very Ray Phoenix-y.
Yeah. I mean, this match completely falls apart. I don't know who's legal. I don't know what's going on. Snow is in the ring with head. He hits Too Much with head. He even hits Scorpio with head. Al Snow gets the pin and the win on Scott Taylor.
Yeah, and there were 2 pin count botches. Where the referee counted 1, 2. There's still a pin going on, and he just stops. And
yeah, that's right. That's right. There was a certain point. I think even JR and the King were like, "What happened?" Like JR was like, "What happened?"
It happened twice.
Really?
In a row. Yes.
Oh my god. See,
The referee, 1, 2, hit. And the wrestlers didn't move.
JR would sell it like a minute later. Someone would probably just tell him he got his shoulder up. It's fine. And you're like, oh, okay. Yes, Vance. Yeah, you got his shoulder up there, King. This match gets a 2 out of 10. It was a horrible match that lasted 10 minutes longer than it should. Sorry, not 10 minutes.
1 out of 10.
I give this match was 10 times longer than it should have been.
Yeah, should have been 1 minute.
Taker then Michael Cole backstage with Taker and Kane. Taker says, "Tonight, me and my brother Kane have come to an understanding. When it comes to who win tonight, nothing you're gonna see. All you see is total annihilation of Stone Cold Steve Austin."
Yeah, and the lighting was so lame, but strangely effective.
Which, when we see the match, I'm like, what fucking understanding did you guys forget the understanding?
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
dumbass brothers. I'm sorry. Have a plan.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up, Marc Mero.
They did have a plan, but we forgot it after the Budweisers we shared.
That's true. I can see them. I can see Taker drinking a couple brewskis. Marc Mero versus Droz. I can see both these guys taking down a couple brewskis. 5 minutes and 12 seconds this match got. Strikes to Droz. Clothesline to Mero. Drop kick to Mero. Mero tries to leave, but Droz stops. He runs after him. Mero tosses it into metal stairs. $1 million knee lift to Droz. Somersault dive to Droz on the outside. Inverted atomic drop to Mero. Power slam to Mero. But Jackie, I believe she gets Mero's foot on the rope. Then she takes Mero takes his wrist tape off, right? Starts choking Droz. Jackie hits a spiked heel. I mean, honestly, I don't do this match justice because this was probably one of the better matches of the show.
It was, yeah.
You know what I mean? So he hits his shooting because Mero then gets up the top rope and hits a fucking fantastic looking shooting star press.
Oh, and that bastard hits that air horn just as he was diving, and I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Yeah, I thought we're gonna see like and like not Evan Bourne, but Matt Sydal, like AEW.
Yeah, his little entrance, yeah, his debut.
Marc Mero calls that move the Marvelocity. So
something like that.
Yeah. He gets the pin to win. This match was a 6 out of 10. Made this match a 6 instead of a 5. Mero made this match a 6 instead of a 5. He looked good in this match. Droz was pretty good too. So
yeah, he's a powerhouse.
And then we move on to Vader.
And the most generic DX T-shirt ever made.
Hey guys, you want D? Oh yeah. Before we get this match, we get those. It's funny watching these old videos. It's like or these old pay-per-views. You get all these commercials that were made for like to call in order. You want to buy a DX T-shirt down where? Down here. Yeah.
Get it now.
By the way,
20% off.
Fans without cell phones is fucking annoying. I'm sorry. How many times did people get up and they were just like, crotch chop, crotch chop, crotch chop, every time the camera was on them? You know what I mean? Anyways, so
that's the one thing that you don't miss.
I don't.
Pre the cell phone era.
Yeah. No, I mean, because I like people into the matches. I don't like people like those fans literally try to make it all about themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I would much rather see a guy do this than a guy recognize he's on camera.
Yeah. No, even there was a certain point where Jerry the King Lawler's talking, and there's this guy behind him. He's like, like.
That's right. You talked about it on the Slack.
And it was funny, but at the same time, like, I couldn't pay attention to the King. I'm like,
it threw you out of the moment.
Yeah. Vader versus Bradshaw, no holds bar. 7 minutes and 56 seconds.
You think this match would have been Dr. Death versus Bradshaw or Vader? Dr. Death versus Bradshaw or Vader? Or a triple threat?
A triple threat match. I mean, I think Dr. Death got hurt by this point, right? I believe so. We've never even seen him on Sunday Night Heat.
The Brawl for All. Yeah, no, we didn't. The Brawl for All happened like maybe a week before Heat.
Then we have Bradshaw cutting an asshole promo, not even a heel promo, an asshole promo.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
Here's survival of the fittest, not the fattest.
He said, I didn't come here to wrestling this fat bastard. I came here to fight him. Vader, tonight is survival of the fittest, not the fattest.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. And then even JR lays on. He says, yeah, Vader's coming to the ring, goes, well, Vader has been facing some injury and weight problems as of late. JR, come on. I don't know. Like, now don't feel bad about it now. Old JR, 1998 JR should feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Because, man, it was like they are just like laying on that dirt. You know what I mean? Like burying Vader. And, I feel bad saying that because, he's passed away now. And I say burial of Vader, and I don't mean it in that sense. And I know some people, take it like that. But, like, I don't know.
No, it's in the wrestling term.
Yeah. Let's see. Bradshaw lays in the Vader corner. I don't know. I guess I got to look back at old Vader matches to compare. Because to me, he doesn't look like that much bigger. Like, that's normal Vader. That's what Vader looks like. Especially since you have fucking Golga. They don't walk around going, Golga has been facing some weight problems lately.
Yeah, mental issues and weight issues.
Yeah, they say, oh, Golga, he's a massive 400-pounder. They're saying he's 400 pounds, but they're also like trying to get it over. They're not like, well, he has trouble eating cheeseburgers.
Loves his Coca-Cola.
Oh, he just, every time we go into, he's just drinking beer and eating donuts. I'm just like,
gonna do?
Like, JR, stop laying into Vader. Leave him be. Let's see. Like I said, Bradshaw lays into Vader. Corner clothesline to Vader. Power slam to Vader, followed by a kick out. We have a body block to Bradshaw. They battle on the outside. Bradshaw hits Vader with a ring bell. Vader mounts a comeback, whipping Bradshaw into the stairs. Vader hits Bradshaw ever so gingerly with the steel stairs, which I thought was kind of funny. Battle back into the ring. And I literally think Vader was like nervous to hurt somebody. Like, he's like, I don't want to, like, he's probably like, I have so much heat backstage.
Yeah.
I don't want to just hurt
probably
somebody.
why they hate him so much.
Yeah, this guy's being pushed. Yeah. I think a lot of people didn't like that. Side suplex to Vader, low blow to Bradshaw. One really funny moment though, when some fan laughs out loud at ringside at Bradshaw being whipped into the side of the ring, and Bradshaw, he just looks up, he's like, "That's not fucking funny." It's like, yeah, it is. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Big
Especially reaction.
Yeah. Big body splash to Bradshaw. Vader bomb to Bradshaw, followed by a kick out. Clothesline from hell to Vader.
The freaking Vader bomb, man.
Yeah,
It's laid out greater men than Bradshaw.
Modified neck breaker to Vader. Pin with Bradshaw.
Guy wins with a clothesline. Yay.
No, he won. He had a modified neck breaker.
Yeah, after the clothesline of doom.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the burial of Vader very much. I think Vader always deserved far more, just because I think he went on, and I think this is all due to that thing that happened in International News Show where he like went off on some guy on a live show, and like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Vader deserved more. You know what? Before we move on from Vader, we were talking about him on Boy Meets World. If you and if you didn't know, he was on Boy Meets World. He's actually it's one of the top 10 TV cameo appearances we name in our top 10 list of TV wrestling cameo appearances. Click the link above after this show. At least click in the next window. So pause it, come back, watch it later. But no. So his son, was it Frankie Stechino, the kid who played the overweight guy in Boy Meets World.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, you should see pictures of him now. Ripped. He's like Brock. He's like Braun Strowman ripped.
A lot of people can get that way in Hollywood.
Oh my God!
They see all this. They play all these fat roles. Then when they get older, they're like, "Brr."
Well, he got a lot bigger too. Remember,
Call me fat again.
He was in was it Friday Night Lights?
Mm-hmm.
He was really big in that one, and I felt bad. Even when I was like younger, I was like,
"Oh, the movie, is that the same kid?"
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights. The big kid in that is the same guy. Yeah. Then we have Kevin Kelly and Tom Pritchard with some dudes who does impersonations. I don't know what the fuck this was. They were just like, we're here with this guy. He does impersonations. And he was like, The Rock says what you're going to do because I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin, you dumb son of... Rest in peace. Like, I could have fucking done that. You know what I mean? Like,
take it easy, Nick Jackson.
Get me on.
We get it.
Get Nick Jackson. What Nick Jackson do?
The dude looks like Nick Jackson.
Oh, that's funny. It was dumb. I don't know. Was this guy do you know who this guy was?
That's the only time I remember seeing this guy.
Okay, cool.
They're just jobber announcers, I guess.
No, I mean Kevin Kelly and Tom Pritchard. I know who they are, but like
but the announcer kid,
the impersonation guy.
Yeah.
D'Lo
he probably worked at OVW.
Yeah. D'Lo Brown versus Gen. Orico was just some low level video production guy, and then, I love this shit. It's good. Get him on.
Mm-hmm.
D'Lo Brown versus Gangrel. This match got about 7 minutes and 46 seconds. D'Lo Brown lost a European title the other night on Monday Night Raw, and I love how they're just like, formerly residing in Europe, now back in, what was it, Detroit? I want to say Detroit.
Detroit or Chicago.
Yeah, something like
that.
Yeah. So he's just like, I don't care. I'm not. Yeah. But he lost it to X-Pac. This was like the X-Pac reign starting. So Gangrel in the ring. Gangrel takes it to D'Lo. Double underhook suplex to D'Lo. Enzuigiri to Gangrel. D'Lo then takes over and celebrates after a maneuver. He just premature starts celebrating. Lobo to Gangrel, but Gangrel doesn't sell it.
How did the ref not see that?
It's 1998.
Yeah, but man, that was so blatant.
Running powerbomb to Gangrel. D'Lo slowly beating down on Grill. D'Lo pushed off the top rope. Fans are literally dead at this point.
Mm-hmm. Not the air horn guy.
What was the cheap shot that King took on Hogan? That they said something like
oh, I missed it.
It was something about like a leg drop or like, oh, you trying to get a leg drop over or something like that, or said something about Hogan. I don't know. Or like Hulkman.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
No, I remember D'Lo adopted the leg drop after a while. Yeah.
Mark Henry comes to the ring. JR with the line of the night. He says, "There's Mark Henry, who earlier tonight said China was his girlfriend."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is this fucking 5th grade?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't watch Heat, I guess.
Yeah, right. Well, no, it was just the way he said it. Like, they could have, earlier tonight, Henry and China got into an altercation. Cut to the camera, but it was just JR. He said she was his girlfriend. That's not true. Henry low bridges Gangrel and drives Gangrel into the spine or into the post spine first. Elevated low down to Gangrel. D'Lo actually gets the pin and the win on Gangrel. I don't know why I wrote something differently. 4-10. This match was it was okay, but it was way too long.
No Edge, no Christian. That's my number 1 point.
Well, I mean,
my number 2 point. Yeah,
go on.
Number 2 point is back originally seeing the Gangrel gimmick and the character. I wasn't a big fan, but going over it again, I'm actually I'm getting into it. I'm digging Gangrel. I dig Gangrel.
He's really good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna dig the Brood when it comes out.
Yeah, we have a backstage promo. These backstage promos were really good, and that's why I wrote them down word for word, and I'm gonna try my best. So Michael Cole, he's with Ken Shamrock. He says, "Ken, tonight you'll meet these two men in a steel cage. How far will you go to become the number 1 contender?" Shamrock replies, he goes, "I will go as far as it takes. I came to the WWF to be the champion, and nothing else matters. Lately, I've been getting burned. Tonight, I take my frustrations out on The Rock, Mankind. So, boys, let's get it on." Okay, that was decent. Ken Shamrock, you're good. Doc Hendricks, he's with The Rock. That's when The Rock says, "Do you think The Rock gives 2 pieces of monkey crap about you, Ken Shamrock, and your frustrations? Tonight is gonna be the night of The Rock. So The Rock wants to know is if the two of you don't have if the two of you have too much sugar in your testes, come down, face me 2-on-1. The Rock will commence a layeth the smacketh down, and The Rock will lift the people's eyebrow, will commence to lay down." What? Did I write this twice? And it'll commence to lay the smackdown on your candy asses.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I said I would do my best. And when it's all said and done, and all the smoke has cleared, you will know The Rock will forever be the people's champion.
Roller coasters that speak.
And then, literally, I thought this was the best part.
Oh yeah, the roller coaster, the most fun part.
Kevin Kelly's with Mankind, and I honestly don't remember these promos as a child because, man, they're so good.
This is so good.
He says, Mankind, it appears tonight Ken Shamrock is looking for blood and The Rock is looking for glory. What are you looking for? First off, that's a dumbass fucking question.
Yeah.
And he says, well, Kevin Kelly, I'm looking for the end of world hunger, but I don't expect that tonight or it happened in this match. I'll continue. But he goes, but I'm gonna overlook the stupidity of this question because I'm used to stupidity in my life. When I broke JoJo's Miller's gun because I wanted it, in retrospect, it was probably a stupid thing. When I saw a grown man urinate on an electric fence, stupid thing. When the president of this country sacrificing the nation for a girl that I would even turn down in high school is probably a stupid thing. With all the stupid things I've seen in my life, nothing compares to how stupid the people's elbow is. If you think I'm going to lay down for that abortion, you're stupider than you look. Sugar-coated testes? Is that a new breakfast cereal?
Dude, I love this guy.
Dude, Mankind's so good. Mankind was so fucking good.
Yeah. That's why the signs came out. Mankind is God.
Yeah. He's really good. And there's nothing I can do. Like, I can't even do that promo justice. You know, people are probably looking at like, I'm turning off the show right now. You're disrespecting Mankind just by doing that. It's so good.
No. Just instead of that, just put it on. I'm sure there's a YouTube link where you can find this promo. Find it and enjoy.
Yeah. Then we have the triple threat steel cage match: Ken Shamrock versus Mankind versus The Rock. Not Don Morocco. Sorry, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Because if you remember, Don Morocco was known as The Rock for a minute.
Yeah.
This match went about 18 minutes and 49 seconds. Rock and Shamrock go at it to start things off. Mankind he literally, the first thing Mankind does, he's like, I'm gonna leave through the door. That's good. It's good thinking right there. Running knee to Shamrock, but Mankind and The Rock gives Mankind a wicked clothesline.
And let's mention that this is the Hogan cage, not the fence cage.
Oh, the big cage?
Yes, the big holes so Hogan could put his feet through.
There was a cool little spot though where Shamrock has an abdominal stretch on Mankind, and then The Rock puts an abdominal stretch on Shamrock, who already has the hold on Mankind.
Yeah, that was
neat.
fun.
That was neat. Mankind and The Rock double team Cam Shamrock. A lot of 2-on-1s in this match because it's a triple threat cage match. So like, I don't know. That part really just threw me off because I'm like, how doesn't just one guy just have snuck out of here by now? You know what I mean? Like, DDT to Mankind by Rock, Sling Blade DDT to Shamrock by The Rock, double people's elbow to both Mankind and Shamrock.
That was nice. Huge pop.
Yeah, that's when The Rock is climbing the cage. He's stopped by Mankind and Shamrock. Rock bottom to Mankind. Shamrock breaks up the count. The crowd is booing Shamrock. Ankle lock to Rock. Submission broken up by Mankind. Mankind climbs over the cage. He's pulled back over. He's pulled back over at this point. It's not the finish.
Okay.
Shamrock climbs up, but is knocked off. The Rock is knocked off as well. Mankind has the win in sight. Literally, the man who fell off the Hell in the Cell is climbing down the cage that's about 15 feet tall. And he's slowly climbing. He has the win in sight of the cage, but then...
it's that goddamn Hogan
But
cage,
The Rock goes... he goes for... No, sorry. No, it's not that point yet. So, Rock fell, though, and he's bleeding. But he's bleeding from right here. You know what I mean?
He knew exactly
and just a little bit, like the tiniest amount of like stream of blood on his face. Rock's just like selling, and it's just like there's like one little strand of blood. It's probably already like the wound has like coagulated. Yeah. Shamrock tries to climb. Mankind pulls him back in with a steel chair. Shamrock swings the chair, misses. Mankind hits Shamrock with a double arm DDT. Chair shot to Shamrock. Mankind climbs the cage. JR yells, "Just go for it, Mick!" Then The Rock just... Okay, so, yeah, he hits the double arm.
they always pump this up. The young man that saw Jimmy Fasuka at Madison Square Garden is home, New Jersey.
He hitchhiked there. He could have been killed and murdered, and all the people could have done things to him. But he
just
made
see his hero.
Yeah.
And WWF in Madison Square Garden.
Who just happens to be a murderer. Alleged murderer. Alleged murder. Sorry. Alleged. That's like the magic word.
Do you watch Jesus and Mero at all?
No.
Oh, that's like their favorite catchphrase.
Double arm DDT to Shamrock onto the chair. Then Mankind decides to climb over the cage. He's climbing ever so slowly. Like I said, the man who fell off the Hell in Cell can't just jump off a 10, 15-foot cage. Then The Rock just covers Shamrock and wins. So this was a decent match.
I thought it was amazing. Because I think this is the point where Rock goes full face. Like
not that long. Survivor Series 98 is coming up in like 2 months.
Yeah. But it feels to me like the fans have made it official in their minds that this.
He was. The fans made him a face. Mm-hmm. Something about a triple threat match in a steel cage to me seems dumb. I don't know why. Like I said, I feel like two men fight and one can just evade. Also, that's like all you do the entire show. Mm-hmm. Also seemed like they were trying to fill time at some parts. 'Cause, like, I don't know. I felt like this match just dragged at some points. It was a good match, but I felt like some points dragged. Yeah. Just time-wise.
Okay. No, I loved the match the whole way through. But you know what? Let's look back at the pay-per-view as a whole. This is the match of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I gave it the same score as, like, Marc Mero and...
Yikes.
Well, the other one was more fluid, and it wasn't as long. That's the thing.
Okay. Yeah, but that, I'm trying to go into my Wayback Machine and evaluate those big time matches. Uh-huh. And this is just as good as any of those.
Oh, this is a bigger match indeed. Like a bigger, like on the card. Like nobody's going to be like, I'm going to go see the wrestling show. What's main eventing? Marc Mero versus, who was it?
Droz.
Droz, yeah. Because Droz doesn't draw. And I just got that the other day. I literally just got Droz.
This many days you're old.
Jesus. I also realized today Circuit City is still around.
Shut the front door.
There's a circuitcity.com. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They have one warehouse.
Yeah.
3 employees.
As much as I want to talk about circuitcity.com, we need to continue to Val Venis versus Dustin Runnels. Vince's favorite storyline, the cock. Because that's his favorite storyline. Let's see. Let me move down my notes. Val comes out. He says, how about your wife, Terry? There's something I've been trying to say. I wanted to say a lot. His voice is just like Vince McMahon's. Mm-hmm. He basically says, here she comes. I've been saying that a lot. Here she comes. Get it? Come. Here she comes. Get it? She's coming to the ring.
Yeah. And she's just about naked. Looking great.
Yeah, the flesh-colored dress. Dustin goes right after Val. Val gets him down, hits Dustin with a bunch of grounded punches.
Who the hell's the face and who's the heel? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't know. Everyone kind of sucks in this situation.
Yeah.
You got like the man who like, it's like, Terry, you can't do that to me. She's like, I divorced you. No, Terry, she's like, dude, let it go. Like, I'm with Val now. But then Terry's also...
a tattoo of your name. But I didn't ask you to do that.
I didn't. You just did it one night. God. Even, I love how I think the King still referred to her as Marlene at one point.
Oh.
Powerbomb to Val. They battle in and out of the ring. Long headlock to Dustin. Hard DDT to Val. The two are on the top rope. Val attempting a superplex. Can't get Dustin up. Like, he literally can't get Dustin over. And then I feel like he just dropped him on the outside with Dustin hitting his face on the apron on the way out, which looked like a scary spot. Mm-hmm. Terry and Val start making out because, that's a move in wrestling. It probably would have been a move in a game, too. Val runs into a cameraman, comes into the ring, tries to roll up Dustin. A very confusing moment when Dustin hits a bulldog on Val, goes for the pin. Oh, this is the point. And he goes for the pin after he hits the bulldog, and the ref just stop counts. Like, he just 1, 2, just like you were saying earlier.
You know why?
Well, because Val was out.
No, because the air horn hit. right at 3, and Val didn't hear. He didn't know when the thing. Oh, well, I don't know. He should have known the rhythm. So
I thought Val might have been out for a second because it was a
he might have
bulldog.
been. Yeah, and you know what? Now that I think of it, the air horn, it was on beat. You know what I mean? So it's 1, 2, 3, and the air horn should have told him that it was coming anyway. Yeah, it was another one of those two. Oh, you didn't get up. Ouch. Yeah. This is not gonna look good.
And then power slam to Dustin. And then, okay, I don't like the King sexualized jokes, but I will say this. There was one funny line where he says, ha, Dustin is limp. Ha, Val isn't used to that. Ha. And it did get a legit laugh out of me the first time I watched it.
Oh, my God.
Val goes for the money shot pin win. Val over Dustin. This match was a 4 out of 10. The premise of the storyline is dumb as dog shit.
And you know how boring this match was?
Very.
The fans started yelling, "Take it off!" very early.
Yeah, a lot of blown spots, and then the ref spot was very confusing.
Way to go, Aaron Horror Guy! One more time.
The 6-man tag match, which is the semi-main event for some fucking reason. DX versus Southern Justice.
This was totally as seen on Raw and Heat.
This match got 11 minutes and 17 seconds. Everyone brawls. So this is X-Pac. Was it Road Dogg and Billy Gunn? Yeah, because Triple H wasn't in it. Yeah, even though Billy Gunn was in that match earlier in the night.
Triple H caught a pipe to the leg.
That's
remember?
True. X-Pac and Jeff Jarrett technically start the match. Sit down powerbomb to Jeff Jarrett, followed by a kick out. Shake, rattle, and roll to Jeff Jarrett. Southern Justice they're doing a lot of 2-on-1s, isolating X-Pac. Stalling vertical suplex to X-Pac by Dennis Knight, which looked very nice. Power slam to X-Pac by Jeff Jarrett. Deadlift facebuster to X-Pac by Cannonberry. X-Pac then powers out of a sleeper, knocks Jeff Jarrett down. Hot tag to Gunn.
I can't believe you got this far.
X-Pac
checked out already.
X-Pac, who isn't the legal man, gives the Bronco Buster to Jeff. No, hold on, we got to follow this. He gives hot tag to Gunn. So Gunn's the legal man. X-Pac hits the Bronco Buster to Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett gets the guitar, but Gunn rips it away from him. The ref takes it from him. Gunn is now brawling with the Godwins. Jeff Jarrett hits X-Pac with the guitar. Famouser to Knight. And Billy Gunn pins Dennis Knight. I thought Jeff Jarrett was the legal man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck this match was. I don't think Dennis Knight was the legal man to finish the match. Like I said, I think Jeff Jarrett was legal. And
but Pac was always supposed to eat the guitar, though.
Yeah. No, because this is like the Billy Gunn mini push.
Mm-hmm.
No. And then we cut to our main event: Kane versus the Undertaker versus that rattlesnake Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what shirt I hated of Stone Cold's? Remember the one with the rattlesnake arms where he was just like this?
I hated that.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
Yeah.
This match got about 22 minutes and 18 seconds, the longest match of the night.
It felt longer than that.
Yeah.
What I thought was on paper, and back in the day, I was like, oh, this is going to be a great match. I can't wait for this. Stone Cold against Taker and Kane. Oh, my God.
There was like 5 mini matches in this match.
Yeah. And it was too long.
As Taker is coming out, he's attacked by Austin with a chair. Kane storms to the ring, but is whacked in the head with a chair. Kane and Austin battle into the ring. Taker walking down towards the ring. Kane says, Taker looks shaky, and that's when JR responds, well, he probably has a concussion, so, you know. They knew what chair shots did. Yeah, they knew what chair shots did in 1998. Mm-hmm. Stunner to Kane. Taker then pulled Austin off out of the ring. Taker and Austin go at it. Thez press to Taker. Kane and Austin battling on the outside. And Taker going for Austin. He hits Kane by mistake. Austin pushes Taker into Kane. Austin choking Kane with the camera wire. Taker choking Austin with the camera wire. The Stooges are on the ramp. Taker and Kane beat down on Austin for a good 3 to 4 minutes on the outside. Austin finally fights back. But
I hate when they go outside.
But it's stopped. He stopped after about a 30-second comeback. Austin suddenly goes for after Briscoe and Sergeant Slaughter. They battle back into the ring. Austin builds a comeback again, but Taker stops him. Austin grabs a chair, strikes Kane with it. Taker breaks up the count. and goes for the pin himself. That's when Kane pulls off Austin. He pulls off Taker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the King is right.
What's
the
that?
King? He says that the stipulations for the match are
Stupid.
An advantage. Well, yes, first of all, but they're an advantage for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
and not
so
Kane or Taker.
The stipulation was that Kane and Undertaker could not pin each other. I'm like, if y'all had a plan, which was a dumb plan, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all had a plan, why wasn't the plan just, hey Vince, if you really want us to take the title off, take that rule away, and I'll pin him. Yeah, pay him more. Pay him more. I'll take the title. Done. Kane's like, that sounds good.
We'll both throw Kane Stone Cold over the top rope.
Real quick pin.
Finger poke of doom.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Undertaker's your new champion.
There you go. Side Russian leg sweep to Kane by Austin. Taker gets in the ring. Acts like nothing happened with him and Kane battling. Kane and Taker arguing again about who's going to pin Austin. They battle again. Double choke slam, knocking Kane and Taker down. Knocking down Austin. Austin pops, mounts a comeback after that. Taker knocked out of the ring. Scoop slam to Austin by Kane. Taker inadvertently crotched by Kane. Double choke slam to Austin. And then, so the plan was for both of them to pin Austin at the exact same time. And the stupid ref, I don't even know who the ref was.
Most likely Earl Hebner.
Decided was like, I'm going to do the count.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure Earl Hebner did the triple threat.
So
Cage triple threat.
That's when Vince quickly grabs the title, runs away. I mean, he was right. He guaranteed us Austin would not be champion. So,
But Vince claims ownership.
I mean, I can't remember where it goes. I mean, we're going into Judgment Day, and that's the next pay-per-view. So
I guess we'll find out Monday night what happens to the championship belt. Yeah. Where does it go? What does it belong to? Is there going to be a match with Kane versus The Undertaker? Or will Stone Cold Steve Austin get a rematch against The Undertaker or The Undertaker and Kane?
Or, wait. I think I remember.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it Kane versus Undertaker, but Stone Cold is the special guest referee?
Oh, my God. That makes so much 1998 sense.
And then the finish was like Austin pinning them and counting the three. I was like, I'm the champion, you dumb son of a bitch.
Oh, well, we're going to have to watch.
Oh, no. You know what? I need to clarify this right now because I just need a WWF Judgment Day 1998 because I need to know. Let's see. The main event of Judgment Day 1998 is... Yep. I'm right. It's Kane versus The Undertaker with Stone Cold Steve Austin as special guest referee. Well, you got a preview of what I'm going to think about that show.
Yeah.
Guys, I think that about does it here for us. I got to go run and rip off all these clothes and stand in front of a fan and a freezer at the same time.
I'm going to jump in the shower.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe at CWR415, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Goodbye.